Hi, I'm John, and welcome to Season 3 of The Business of Being a Postgrad, the podcast where we hear directly from Durham University Business School students about their postgraduate journeys. Each episode explores the experiences, opportunities, and challenges that shape life as a master's student at Durham. In this episode, I'm joined by Donna, an MBA student from Hong Kong. With a background in real estate, Donna reflects on how the practical experiences on the MBA have helped develop her leadership, decision-making, and strategic thinking skills. Let's start by talking about life, looking back at your journey to Durham and how the experience has been so far. Hi Donna, thank you for joining us today on The Business of Being a Postgrad. If you could just tell everybody what you're studying and a little bit about your background and where you come from.
I'm Donna. I'm from the MBA program, right? So far, it's a full-time MBA. And originally I was from Hong Kong, and then I moved to Taiwan with my family. And also I work in the real estate sector like around 13 years. Yeah. And so that's the reason why I would say it's a good time for me to think about my future, think about my professional pathway. So that's the reason why I choose the Durham.
So what first attracted you to that real estate background?
I would say my job would be more focused on the stakeholder negotiation, and also how to deliver the project within the deadline. And what's important is how to bring the profit to our company. So that's a lot of things have to do, like strategy, marketing, and also the most important is to negotiate with the different people, like a government, landowner, or even like a external consultancy as well.
It sounds like you've got some experience there working with a number of different stakeholders. At what point in your professional career then did you start thinking about the MBA, and at what point did you then decide, no, now is the time?
I mean, to be honest, the first thing is because it's an age, and because working in the same sector for over 10 years. And I'm thinking about, I'm always doing the same thing. It's kind of like a routine. And one day, one of my clients, he said, do you have ever thinking about like your future? Because like you are doing the same thing in the same company. And another thing I'm thinking about, because you are really good at the consulting people, especially about their property portfolio, especially about like tech saving and how to negotiate with their family, especially some inheriting things. So let's make me to think about like, probably it's a good time for me to think about, I should do something more different, like to know about the decision making, or like to know about the international market, because for the real estate, it's more about the local market. It's not so related to the international. I mean, in Taiwan. But however, in Hong Kong and in Singapore, its situation is totally different. They were doing more about like international property investment. But in Taiwan, it's more, it's probably not so many people to talk about a lot.
So what ultimately led you to Durham then?
Well, I would say one thing, because one of my friends, he recommended me to come here, and I say, wow, I mean, he didn't study here, but he heard about that. And some of my friends, they also studied abroad in the UK before, and they also tell me about like Durham has a good reputation. And also I have searched some information from the website. They say they will provide some kind of like a lot different like consultant about your career, and also about not just about academic info, and also they will provide some industry engagement. So I would say it was quite interesting. So it's not just about academics so vast, so abstract. They will be more practical practice will be combined together. So that's the reason why it attracted me to study here.
And we've in term 3 now, so you've been in Durham for quite some time now. If you can think back to September last year, what was your first impression of Durham?
My first impression, let me think. I would say it's a quite small town for me, because I always live in kind of mega city. So when I arrived here, I thought, wow, that's quite lovely town here. And also you can see the massive cathedral. I mean, when you drove in the highway, and you can see the cathedral just beside, just from the window. I was like, wow, I feel really excited when I saw the cathedral, and I started imagining, wow, that will be more different And also, like, I know, like, I was allocated to university college.
Mhm.
So I started to imagine, so how would be amazing experience I have during formal dinner or even to join university college event.
So speaking of colleges,
Mhm.
do you live in a college or do you live off-site?
Unfortunately, I live outside in the private one, but it's quite nearby the business school.
Okay, well,
Just only 3 minutes.
Well, 3 minutes.
Yeah, so that's my first choice.
Yeah, well, that is proximity is good. But whilst you don't live in the college, have you had opportunities to engage with the college?
I'm quite lucky because before I came here, I tried to use the app. It's Going app from the university, and I knew some friends. I mean, the same college friends from the apps. So that's why they always invited me to join the college events, like go to New York or to have the formal dinner. Yeah, and somehow we have a board game in the MCR room as well. Yeah.
So what was your first experience like at a formal? Was that kind of a new experience for you?
Yeah, I was it's quite interesting because like during the formal dinner we cannot use the phone. So we can in right now everyone just use the phone to take a picture about the food and or do the selfie with a friend, but we cannot do anything there.
Did they take them off you before you go in?
Yeah, I mean we just only can take a photo after the high table people they went out.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me it's quite strict, but it's more, I would say, it's kind of like time for our friends to talk together and to focus on our topic what we have. Yeah, so because like we won't be distracted by the phone.
Are you involved in any other societies or anything? I know the MBA program is quite full on, so there is kind of maybe not as much opportunity to get involved as in everything that they have to offer at Durham, but...
Yeah, I knew there's a lot of society, but I mean, I do really want to join, but I just only can join the hill hiking one.
A hill hiking?
Yeah, the hill hiking, because they offer like 1-day trip during on the weekend. Yeah.
And what did your friends and family think when you first told them that you were going to pack up and leave and move to the UK and study an MBA?
Oh, they quite support me, I would say, because I have to stop working. So it means like I don't have any salary, I don't have any income during this 1 year. But they still like, just pursue what you want, because they don't need my income or my salary to support the family. They say, we'll be fine. I mean, everything's settled down already, and just go for it.
Was it hard to transition back into academia after being in the professional world for so long?
I would say not, because I just finished one of my master's degree 2 years ago.
Okay, you did a master's degree as well?
Yeah. I mean, it's from the real estate one. So that's the reason why I want to study more further, like a different profession from different field.
Next up, let's talk about learning, exploring the modules, practical experiences, and opportunities that have defined your postgraduate journey. So the Durham MBA brings together professionals from like lots of different industries and sectors. What's it been like kind of learning alongside such kind of a diverse group of people from different backgrounds and cultures?
Yeah, I would say it provides like the opportunity for us to know different background people, as you mentioned about that. Especially we have like a punch of the group work, because like people come from a different background and they have a different mindset as well. So how to work in the same page, I would say it's a big challenge not just for me, for everyone as well. So I think I have made a joke with my friend before. I said, just like when we are hungry and we are sitting in the car, we drive to the McDonald's. We want to get some dinner, get some food from the drive-thru. And when we are in the car, I just want to get a hamburger, like Big Mac only. But some people will say, like, have we ever tried to compare with a McNugget or the McCrispy? Which one would be better? And some people will say, is that large fries would be more profitable? Or some people say, I'm vegan, I cannot eat anything. But we're in the same car, and we both we are so hungry, but we still have the different mindset. So how to work in the same page, I would say that's a way how to everyone try to like manage it. And it's quite hard, but I would say at least for me, the result is still fine, because you can use a different angle to analyze the problem, and somehow we will provide the variety, solution to solve the problem as well. So it's a really good experience for me.
Have you seen a difference in yourself since term 1 and term 2 and now we're in term 3?
I'm trying to reflect it. And also I asked my mentor as well. And also my friend, they say, yeah, I would say you're so different between the term 1 to term 3 because they say in term 1, I'm quite sharp. And sometimes when I say something, I always jump to the conclusion quickly. But right now, I will try to make a scenario or to make some example to make them understand what I'm trying to say, and then to convert my conclusion to make them understand why I'm trying to tell them, to make them understand more easily.
And was there any kind of highlights looking back from kind of term 1 or term 2? Any modules that you maybe found interesting or surprised you?
I would say in term 1, because we learn more about it's kind of like a fundamental knowledge, for example, like economic, marketing,
accounting and finance.
And it's more like an appetizer because people start to know each other. We start to do some very small group work and then go into the term 2, like we have to do like apply strategy management and operation technology and international business context that include more group work to do. And it would say it trained us to discuss the one topic in a short time and then output the good results and how to like present all your content structurally, logically. I mean, even in the very short time or in urgent situation, it's really helpful for us because, like, for example, in the ASM, they just give us like 1 hour to discuss, and then we have to output a 3-minute presentation to present. And how to do like, I mean, in a short time and to answer all the questions is quite challenging, but we still make it.
Yeah, it sounds like a nice flow of kind of learning those fundamentals and moving into kind of that more, presenting and delivering and using those skills you've learned.
Yeah.
You just touched on the International Business in Context module, which includes a study trip to Europe. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that experience, where you went and how it was for you?
For that module, I chose to go to France, and so we went to the Lyon Business School. I would say it was a really amazing experience because we also went to like some organization. It's like especially it's mainly would be like a technology one, but the most impressive for me is only Lyon. It helped the people how to set up your own business in France. And they will like provide like kind of like financial aid. They will help you to find a bank to do like a business loan as well. And also they will help you to understand all the legal documents. They will help you to start up your business step by step. And it's quite attractive. And in the end of the whole module, they will ask us to do the business plan. So if you have chance, you can start your own business. So what would you do? And how would you manage the people in France? So I would say it's quite completed the course for us from the start to the end, and then you have more complex concept to start in Lyon.
Was it your first time visiting Europe?
Yeah, no, it's my first time to visit France.
Would you go back?
Yeah, of course, because I'm planning to go to the Paris next week. So I mean,
nice.
because it's too attractive for me.
Just for vacation this time?
Yeah, for vacation. Planning to have like some cuisine and to drink some wine, and also my main point is Disneyland.
I think it's really interesting to hear you talk about, the different kind of working cultures between both kind of Taiwan to Europe to the UK and how they kind of differentiate. So yeah, getting to kind of experience all of those things and learn and take those skills with you wherever you go next is going to be really beneficial.
I'm still looking for my direction, but I will more focus on in the property investment. And if I have an opportunity, probably I will go back to the Hong Kong and learn to find kind of relate the opportunity as well. And also I'm trying to consult with my mentor because our department, they allocate the mentor to everyone.
Is it an alumni mentor?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Alumni mentor. I mean, he provides a lot like useful and helpful advice for me and then try to help me to figure out what is a prioritize or what would be like the most important thing for me in this stage right now.
Is he based out back home?
But he based on Hong Kong right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just to kind of come back into the classroom, one of the other kind of memorable parts of the MBA, challenging and rewarding in the same way, is the boardroom exercise, which you'll do in term 3. So you've just completed that. Would you like to share a little bit about that experience and maybe explain what it is for people who might not be familiar?
Sure. Yeah, I just survived from the board exercise.
Survived.
Yeah, I would say survived because we just only have like 2 weeks to do this kind of exercise. And our program is they choose the company for us. So we are doing the BP. It's an energy company in the UK. It's very global and massive one. So you have to understand their business in a short time. And also you have to propose the strategy as well, because you have to propose your strategy ask during a boardroom meeting. I would say it's a very big challenge for everyone to understand, because you're not just only to understand the whole business, what to do. You have to be more creative to do your strategy ask.
Do you do this individually or do you do this as part of a group?
We are doing the group. So we have like 7 people in our group, and everyone have to do your like role playing. For example, like CEO, CTO, COO, or legal team, everyone have your own job. I mean, in my team, I'm doing kind of like I will always produce the daily news to everyone to understand the latest news, and so like we can discuss. And then this kind of news, how to imply into our strategy as well. We also have to communicate with our professor. And also we have Nate, it's non-executive director, and the chair as well. And those 2 people are coming from the outside and they have the experience and the profession. And they will also provide their guidance to guide everyone to make sure your report will be in the boardroom level, not too detailed or not too vague.
Have you enjoyed the practical side then of the MBA? Do you enjoy those practical elements?
Yeah, I would say
take you out of your comfort zone or not? No.
I mean, I would say quite enjoyable life, because when I met, they are very kind, and I always learn the different, not just only knowledge, even like their mindset every day. We are not just only learning from the academic knowledge, we're also learning from other people.
Finally, let's talk about lessons. Looking back on your journey, what you've learned and what you'll take forward, and of course the advice you'd share with others. So an MBA, especially Durham's Full-time MBA, is obviously a 12-month program. It's quite intense. What advice would you give to somebody preparing to kind of jump back into academia, like we talked about earlier, and prepare for this busy schedule?
I would say the priority thing for everyone is management. I was not just only about like task or business management, and even the time management as well. For example, we have like a joke. When we study in the MBA, we only have 3 S. What 3 S? Sleepy, study, and social. And most of the time, you just only can choose the 2 of them. And I chose the social and study. So that's the reason why when the people came to me, they said, "Why you look so sleepy?" Because I sacrificed the sleepy time.
Did you try to prepare before you started the program?
Yeah, I would say I always like preview all the course before I attend the class. Also have to do the review. But I also want to spend some time with my friends. Well,
Was there anything that you wish that you had known about the Durham MBA before you started the program?
The most attractive for me actually is like the international business context I want, because I heard that we have the chance to go somewhere else and to learn their culture and do some like industry visits. So I would say do some preparation. It will help you to understand more about this program. I mean, not just about the course, even like when you enter some company, it's like important as well, because before you get the interview, you definitely have to understand your interviewer and the company culture. So like, is that your personality aligned with their culture as well?
And is there anything that you think would be helpful for somebody coming from Taiwan or Hong Kong before moving to Durham that they should be aware of?
I would say prepare more food, whatever you want. Because like when you first time you get here, I would say the biggest difficult for me is the food, because I'm fond of the Asian food. So I would say prepare some like Asian food, and don't be shy to talk with the people, especially when you come here. It's the chance for you to know the different people as well, especially from different country and a different background.
Yeah, I mean, this year at the Business School postgraduate community, 85% of our students are international. So yeah, there's a lot of people experiencing moving away for the first time. Any restaurants at all that you've found close to home at all?
I highly recommend the restaurant in the Newcastle one.
Okay.
I mean, there's a one Hong Kong restaurant. It's called Tian Tian. That was very authentic. I highly recommend that one.
And have you been able to make some good friends while you've been here?
I would say yeah, because like not just only from our program, also from the college as well. I won't say I'm not kind of person who would like to make a friend initiatively, but I try to do like I will try to change my attitude and try to change my way to make a friend. And I would say I got the best result because people there are very kind, and even like when I was sick, they also provide like mental support. So I would say just enjoy to make a friend here.
Are you going to Paris with anybody?
Yeah, I'm going to Paris with our cohort.
Okay, well, to Disneyland Paris?
Yeah, this is for Paris.
The whole cohort or just a few of you? Or?
And a few of them.
Okay.
Yeah, after we have the event in London, right?
You have the London MBA networking event.
Yeah, the network event. After the event, we're going to Paris directly to take the Eurostar.
Okay, that'll be a great experience. As we approach graduation now and the kind of end of term and coming towards the end of your time here at Durham, what is kind of next for you at this point? Are you looking ahead or are you still trying to work that out?
For me, I'm still focused on my SCP so far. And I didn't have enough time to think about that. But I still have some plan for probably I will go back to the Hong Kong.
You'll go back?
Yeah, go back to the Hong Kong and then to start with my real estate, especially on the investment one. But I'm still open-minded with still looking for a job in here as well.
Has the MBA changed at all any kind of long-term career ambitions? Or just kind of helped know that that's actually what I really want to do? Because
I always have a clear target before I came here. So I would say what I learned from here is more about my mindset. And also make some friends here because it's kind of like a gap year for me. So I want to say it's very chill and a rest time. But I would say it changed me a lot, especially how do I to convert my thought and not just jump into the conclusion too fast. Because some people, they always say that why you cannot just tell me more detail, explaining more. And before I came here, I was like, I mean, it's just a simple thing. Why you cannot really understand that? But when I come here, I found that it's really important. And it's especially about the storytelling. How do you tell your story and to make people to get involved in your scenario or your situation is quite important.
In terms of your whole experience here at Durham so far, what would you look back on and say is one of the highlights?
I just only can remember Bourgeois exercise. My goodness.
it's so recent, triggering.
Yeah, because it's really short time. It's very intense, and I just finished that one. So if I want to highlight, I would say there's two things. One thing is the friend's trip, and another thing is Bourgeois exercise. Because those two will bring you the very different experience. So I would say these two things I would like to highlight.
And if we could condense it into one word, just to think about your time at Durham so far, is there kind of one word that you could kind of sum up your experience?
I would say still be like management. Yeah, because when I mentioned about like management is very important. And how to manage your time, your task, your schedule is really, really important for everyone to understand it.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been really nice to hear you reflect on your time on the MBA program. And all the best with the Strategic Consultant Project.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your trip. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and share.